Hey, what's up, J4K? I believe I am live right now. All right, so we have somebody here. Yay! Okay. Well, what I want to do today is I want to go over the Rosemont files that I'm going to be viewing through Google Drive. And at the end, I want to figure out a way to invite people on so that you guys can just kind of share your thoughts and all that good stuff. So while I'm, presenting, if somebody could, wait, I think I figured it out right here. Oh, okay, no. So I was going to say if somebody could just drop it in the comments, the best way to get people on the live, that would be great. I'm also looking for the chat. Let me see if I could find it. I don't know. Yeah, yesterday. Oh, wait. Could somebody type something so that I could see if I see it? This is the chat, but I don't see anything. Let me see. I'm typing a message that says, "Can you see this?" Okay. Maybe I have to go back to YouTube. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I could see everybody. All right. Cool. Hey, yay. All right. We're here. Okay, let's go. We're not going to waste time. All right. So I see you guys didn't see my message, but I'm going to say hello. Okay, I'm not going to try to toggle back and forth and look at the chat and the presentation because the way that I'm viewing it, probably not right. Okay, so today we may not be able to get people on here. If you do know how, you can drop it in the chat. I can see the chat now, but if not, it's okay. We'll do it next time. Maybe baby steps. I'm just really excited to do it this way, but maybe we won't be able to do everything at one time. Okay. Okay. So right now you should be able to see the Google Drive images folder. All right, this is the folder that was downloaded from rosemont.com's website. And today what I want to go over is I want to go over together some of the things that are here. The first thing that we're going to start with is we're going to start with the detective's narrative of meeting with Lenore. Okay, I'm going to go down here and find it somewhere in here. Okay. I keep clearing my throat because I'm a smoker, and in the mornings, no excuses. Okay, so this is the first page. This is a search warrant. Right here it says they want Kenneka Jenkins' cell phone, T-Mobile number this, okay? Pretty straightforward. This is part of the same document where they're requesting the cell phone. Okay. This begins the narrative where detectives say, look at this. Can you see me highlighting the page? I don't know if you guys can see me highlighting the page. Maybe I need to open it with Google Docs. Let me see if that's going to be a good thing. Okay, well, that didn't work. Okay, well, I'm trying to show you the second sentence, okay? Well, let's just start from the top. Okay, her friends, well, this is a run-on sentence. Let's start at the second one. Lenore Harris further stated the last time she had contact with Kenneka Jenkins was via text message at approximately 1:30 a.m. on September 9, 2017. Lenore also stated she received a, quote, Snapchat video from Kenneka at approximately 2:17 a.m. Okay? Now, the part about this document that I find a little suspicious is look how this sentence is constructed. This sentence is not a proper sentence. This says Lenore Harris. Okay, first of all, it says the last time she had contact with Kenneka was via text message at 1:30 a.m. Okay, if that's the last time, there should be no time after that. Do you understand what I'm saying? If she's saying the last time she had contact was at 1:30 a.m., why is there another sentence saying that she got another video? Okay, I don't know. Now, this sentence says Lenore Harris also stated she received a Snapchat video from Kenneka Jenkins at approximately 2:17 a.m. hours on. Lenore Harris further stated that at approximately 4 a.m. on September 9, three of Kenneka Jenkins' friends, including Monifa Shelton, went to Lenore Harris's home with the vehicle Kenneka Jenkins drove to the party. Okay, this is not a complete sentence. This sentence is so jumbled up. Lenore Harris also stated she received a Snapchat video from Kenneka Jenkins at approximately 2:17 a.m. on. Lenore Harris further stated. What is this? On Lenore Harris further stated. This is not a sentence. So I don't know if, because this document is not a complete duplicate of the PDF, this document is scanned in. That's why the document is crooked this way. That's why we see it's written on. It's because this is one of those scanned documents. And I showed you before how they've edited some of the scanned documents. Okay, so this part doesn't look. It just looks funny to me. All right, but let's focus on Snapchat in quotation marks. Right now, the last video Kenneka sent out from her phone was via Snapchat. Keep that in mind, okay? We're going to keep going. All right, what is this? This is a warrant for Facebook. Are you guys catching on to what I'm saying? Where's the warrant for Snapchat? The last video Kenneka sent from her phone was Snapchat. Why would they have a warrant for Facebook but not have a warrant for Snapchat? You're going to see in the documents that the video sent from Snapchat was those videos in the bathroom. Why would they choose to subpoena Facebook and not Snapchat? This is all a part of the same search warrant for that. Okay, here again, they've consent to search Facebook page and the cell phones. Okay, that's all they did. They never subpoenaed Snapchat. They never requested that Snapchat preserve the videos like they did to Facebook. And so in a very real way, they just did not do a thorough investigation. If her last videos were sent via Snapchat at 2:17 a.m., they should have subpoenaed Snapchat, not just Facebook. Okay, again, here goes the Facebook accounts regarding preservation requests of Facebook accounts. Okay, so it's kind of like smoke and mirrors. You know, all this Facebook subpoena in Facebook and getting all this evidence from Facebook, it's to hide what really happened because that was via Snapchat. Okay. Now, I also want to talk about some of the items that were checked into the evidence. So we're going to go back to the files, and it's actually a lot easier because I can just see them here because they're all yellow. Okay, so this gets them started. Okay, so the first item that we see, it just says DVD with video of scene. Okay. Okay. This one says one Victoria's Secret satin gloss, one size 6.5 gray shoe, right foot, one crystal gloss lipstick, one black hair scrunchie, one digital negative CDR. Okay. Now, this last entry, this is not how you log evidence. Notice you have to say what it is. Okay, this is a DVD with the video of the scene, right? This is a digital negative CDR of what? What is this? Okay. Flash drive containing video surveillance, Crown Plaza Hotel. Okay. Black flash drive, Irene Roberts phone dump. Okay. Flash drive containing security footage. All right. This one is upside down, but it says dispatch phone and radio audio. Somebody tell me, what is this? Does that say a thumb drive lineup report of Ali, Muhammad, Yafai, and Andre Lorenzo? 4 total each. Who are these people? Can somebody come in and tell me who are these people? And what they have to do with the Kenneka Jenkins case and why were they lined up? I don't want to Google it because the name, of course, Ali Muhammad is very, very, very popular, and I don't want to accuse people of murder that had nothing to do with it. And the same thing with Andre Lorenzo. But where's this narrative in the files? Where does it say anything about Ali Muhammad Yafai and Andre Lorenzo being in the lineup 4 different times? I can definitely, I tell you, Amp Easy, that I checked and they are not a part of the police department, not a part of the investigation at all. So these are definitely people that we're going to have to look into. Now, the other interesting thing about this is all of the lineup report information is right in the files. So any lineups that they should have been in the files with everybody else's photo lineup. Remember Irene, Bree, Kenneka, Monifa, the girl and the guy that that worked, that bought the rooms with the stolen credit cards. All of them are in lineups. So there's lineups all over the files. But these 2 guys are not in any lineups. Okay? But clearly they were, because there's a thumb drive with all of the information saved on there that's been checked into this evidence technician lab. Or what is it called? Property inventory, I guess, department. Okay? So, we might have been focused on the wrong people all the, this whole time. So I definitely want to highlight that. Okay. This is a USB flash drive containing copied material from Bree's phone. Okay. USB flash drive with copied material from Kenneka's phone. USB flash drive containing forensic phone examination from the above listed property owner's personal cell phone. Copy. Okay, it says this was received from Detective something Gasek in Arlington Heights. Okay, why would they be copying the detective's personal cell phone? Let's process this, okay? It says, this is a USB flash drive containing forensic phone examination from the above listed property owner's personal cell phone. So the above listed property owner is right here. It says property owner. Oh, I see. I see. It's actually blacked out. That's why we can't see it. Okay. So for whatever reason, even though it listed, whether it was Kenneka's phone or it was Bree's phone, in this case, they don't want to list whose personal cell phone this is. So this is just another example of them protecting somebody. Who knows who that person is? Okay, we'll move on. So this one, it just says 32 gigabyte, the Faro project, DVD disc, raw scans. Okay, so this is just one that took pictures of all the rooms with the 360. And let's see, I think there's one more down here. You can see all of these property inventory forms are in yellow. Okay. All right, one CD of the 26 enhanced photos from the Crown Plaza security footage. This is the famous property inventory form. This is the one that says one DoubleTree security video on a flash drive, which nobody has seen yet. Now, my personal belief is that we have seen it, but that this footage is just mixed in with the footage at the Crown Plaza. So, but just so people know, they not only went to the DoubleTree and investigated there, but they also found it necessary to take their security footage. Okay, so something definitely is tied in with the DoubleTree. Okay, now this is really what I want to show you. I just want to get down here. First thing you're going to notice about this one is it's white. Every other property inventory form is bright yellow. We could see it clear as day, right? This one's yellow. Okay. All of these are yellow. Pretty straightforward. All of these are yellow. This is the only one that's white. And look what it says. The Crown Plaza Hotel video surveillance on Western Digital My Passport external hard drive, white in color. This is the serial number. Just interesting how the most important piece of evidence was documented on some weird form, not the standard yellow property inventory form that the rest of them had. Is there anything else that you guys want to look at together while we're in the files? Let me see what you guys are saying. Hang on. Okay, Amp Easy says, could it be that they are not considering receiving a video as communication? That's possible. Okay, Letha says it was the ex-security that worked that night. Are you referring to Ali? 3 I saw have been edited out. Okay, yeah, the DoubleTree footage because it's adjacent parking garage services the hotel. That makes sense. Yeah, Doughboy, I agree. That's not the original hard drive. And I think a lot of these documents have been tampered with. Okay, so let's, what should we do now? Let's go through some of these lineups since we're here. Okay, I think they're looking for number 5. This is them trying to identify who used the stolen credit cards. Let me see, do these even? Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, they go together. Also, we can go through these lineups and make sure that there's no Detective Ali or Lorenzo on any of these. And this number 4 is the girl that used the stolen credit card, which I still haven't. Has anybody heard what happened? If they ever found her or anybody ever interviewed her? I know she was at some rallies and she had popped back up. This is Detective Dialakova. This is Kenneka, number 1. You're going to see that on a lot of these lineups. People are like, I don't know. They reported nothing to state, no comments. No, look, no verbal statements made. It's just kind of standard. I get it. Officer Tracy. Okay, let's, oh, we can't zoom that. Detective Marino. Detective Marino. Oh, these are the press releases. We can come back to the press releases in a minute. But yeah, you'll see that on the lineups, it's just pretty straightforward. It's just the girls, and there's only one guy. The other pictures that were put out were like, you know, little alert bulletins saying that they needed to talk to certain people. But okay, this is Detective William Martin. Yeah, again, this is the same guy. So he was in the lineup a few times, I guess. And this is, of course, their picture together. Yeah, but the same detectives that worked on the case did the photo lineups. If they did ask for help, they filled out a little form saying that they requesting help from this other police department. I think it was like the Park Ridge Police Department that they requested help from. But again, we didn't see anything about them putting anybody named Lorenzo or Muhammad Ali Muhammad in a lineup. Okay, this lineup administrator name is Bowler. They picked the wrong person. Okay, so yeah, that's all I see. You guys can still get to these on your phone. Let me know if you see any references to an Ali, Muhammad, or to Lorenzo. These again are the alert bulletins that they put out. They're called attempt to locate. So this is when they were in the initial stages and they were still interviewing people. So nobody had a warrant out for their arrest. They just wanted to talk to everybody. So that's all that is. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go over the press releases only because it's so easy because they're actually like right together. And I just want to point out to everybody that Rosemont never did say what happened to Kenneka. They put out like 3 or 4 press releases, but never actually said what happened. Okay, this is the first press release, September 10th. Okay, it just says there was a missing person complaint filed. According to her sister, she was last seen at a party. The Rosemont contacted Crown Plaza, made them aware of the missing person complaint. The hotel staff looked for her. She was located on September 10th at right after midnight, at 12:24 a.m. She was discovered inside a freezer. She was beyond resuscitation and was pronounced dead on the scene. This is not explaining in no way what actually happened. They're telling us what we already know, but they're not saying what happened. They're saying she was lost, they found her in the freezer, and she was dead. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this press release, this is done September the 13th. This says, they would like to update the media as to the facts surrounding the death. Each day, they've been so dedicated to their mother and keeping her updated. Yeah, right. We know she had to protest to get this information. It says that they're reviewing and analyzing all social media content. Hold on one second. Hi, good morning. Oh, it's not a good time. Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so it says that they reviewed 47 hotel cameras. They've interviewed 12 people. They've done this autopsy. Where does it say what happened to Kenneka? It says the police is working with the hotel. We understand the loss of a loved one is extremely hard. We extend our condolences. Okay, this is September 15th. It says they would like to update the public and the media. I'm just pointing out that there was never an update. They found her in the freezer. They didn't know what happened, and they never told us what happened. There was never an update. They never gave an official story as to how she ended up deceased inside of their commercial freezer. Okay, this is their third press release. It's September 15th. It says Our detectives have interviewed 25 people who've done all this work. The scene of the incident was processed by all these technicians or detectives, created video recordings of the scene. 2 videos from social media have been reviewed. Everybody's cooperating. Through our investigation, we have evidence that indicates that the hotel room was checked into on September 7th by a Black female and a Black male. Okay. This case is into identity theft is ongoing. All right. So it's page 2 of 2. Okay. It says on September the 9th at approximately 12:46 p.m., the Rosemont Public Safety Department took the missing report. Initial attempts to locate Kenneka were unsuccessful. Upon further analysis of the hotel footage, the officers were able to identify her on the video, helping narrow down the search. At that time, a further search of the hotel was conducted. While searching the hotel in the early mornings, a hotel employee discovered the body of Kenneka Jenkins. Again, where does it say what happened? They were able to see the area of the kitchen in which Kenneka was observed on surveillance, as well as the area in which the body was discovered. The body of Kenneka was identified by Teresa and her daughter prior to being transported to the medical examiner. Where does it say what happened? How is it that people go so hard for this being an accident and believing Rosemont when Rosemont never told anybody what happened? How did they even, how are they even allowed to close a case without figuring out what happened? Even if it's an accident, they have to spell it out for us and tell us exactly how is it an accident, what happened. There's people that think the door locked behind Kenneka. That is not true. Those doors do not lock like that. She there's a push on the inside. She could have easily pushed the door and walked right back out. If the door was locked, somebody came in and locked it behind her. Do you understand? But I don't know how we end up in a place where people are insisting that Rosemont is right, this is an accident, everybody else is just a conspiracy theorist. When if you look at the documents that Rosemont released, Rosemont never spelled out their accident. They never took accountability and said, this was faulty or this happened, or once she was inside, she couldn't get out because of this reason. And until they do that for me, the case cannot be considered to be closed. That just doesn't make any sense. That doesn't even make any sense. Even when somebody commits suicide, they try to find out why. They try to make sense of this. Do you understand? But for some reason, they just said, well, we're just going to keep explaining to you how we found her like that. We don't need to, we don't need that. We need to know how did it happen in the first place. This is an interesting page. Now this is the kicker. I think I'm going to end here. But this is a big old blank white sheet of paper that says leads. Okay, I want to show you something. I want to show you where, look, at the bottom of this second paragraph, right? Look at the bottom of the second paragraph. It says, additionally, we are still following up on over 500 tips and leads coming in. Look at that. Look at that big old blank piece of paper that says leads. Do you see 500 leads on there being followed up on? Like, these people are a joke. These people are a joke. Okay, so unless you have any questions, I'm just going to end here, and maybe I'll do some more research on how to get people on, and then maybe we can do it next time. more altogether. So let's see. Somebody says nobody walked in a cooler than a freezer inside a cooler on their own. Right. We know. Yeah. Right. But people believe that. Doughboy, people believe that. I talked to like somebody in my own family on Thanksgiving that really believes that and was serious. Like, no, she was drunk. Like, no, people believe that. Sad. Who enters a pitch black freezer from a pitch black cooler? Yeah, right. And who makes a beeline from the room right to the freezer? I mean, the way they're describing the story, she would have had to like been running to the freezer. Vicky says because they're part of it, right? Yeah. Letha says they took off running as Kenneka was getting off the elevator. Yeah. Yeah. All right, you guys. Doughboy says, remember the family statement said she was found more than 36 hours after being reported missing. Right. Right. Yeah, so I just want to point out that, Rosemont never did fully explain this accident. It's shameful that they closed the case, even if they weren't, they were never doing a homicide investigation, but even if it was still just a death investigation, it shouldn't be closed, considering that the death has not been thoroughly investigated. And every time we look at these files, we see more evidence that they did not do a thorough investigation. And there may be a lot of people responsible, but I think the easiest people to target and to hold accountable is Rosemont, because they had the authority to, step in and implement justice, and they chose not to do so. Instead, what they did was they hid information. They held certain people's name as confidential, while they let other people get attacked online all day and night. You understand what I'm saying? So just considering whose names and pictures they put in the file versus whose they didn't. So how is it that we have Ali here, prime suspect, okay, being in a lineup, but he's not the one being attacked on social media? They're letting people go and attack these, Kenneka's friends and such. So it's just a mess. And the mess was, of course, started at the hotel, but then Rosemont contributed heavily to the situation. And even though, like I said, there may be a lot of people to blame, I think that the detectives in this case, you know, I think the biggest target is on them because it fell in their jurisdiction. And they chose to just close this case and call it a day. And I mean, the only people arrested in Rosemont were the actual protesters, which says a lot about what really happened in this case, So I'll see you guys later, and thank you for joining my live video. I will do another one soon, and the next one will be much better. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.